I have a lot of new subs. A lot of you are asking me questions that I've already done those videos. You just have to go back and watch them. You're at a college level 101 what the hell's going on class, and you need to go back to kindergarten or you're not going to understand any of this. It's not going to do anything but make you more confused. And there's a lot of you that are with me that are really advanced, that are having questions about this conjunction that I'd like to address. There are prophecies all over the world about the end of this age, or the coming of the end when the destruction happens. There's this big celestial event, and is this conjunction it? No. This conjunction is part of a ritual that began on September the 11th. And it reached it reaches its halfway point this year. It's just halfway. It created a seal that began in 2016 with the first eclipse. This solstice marks halfway through that eclipse. It's the 3.5-year point between two eclipses that are 7 years apart. That makes an X, which is the symbol for this age. But the ritual itself will continue until 2041. They have to mirror everything. So beginning this solstice, they have to mirror the past 20 years in reverse. They have to mirror it in reverse. Just like the rainbow flag has, the rainbow itself has purple on bottom, but our chakras have purple on top. They must mirror themselves. Now, I do want to talk about the celestial event that everybody's referring to. I want to talk about it. What is going to happen in the heavens that even the prophets don't want to call out and say what it is. All these great prophets and seers and visionaries, they just talk about an event in the sky, an event in the heavens, and every eye shall see it, and what that event will be. I'm going to tell you what my opinion is. I'm going to leave a link below for this playlist. You can find this, Maurice Cottrell's Secrets of the Super Gods. You can find it at archive.org. And they have a torrent link down there, a magnet link, to where you can just download this in one video. But this guy's broken it up into sections, and it's one of the few that still remains on YouTube. I actually used to have this on one of my first channels. They just let anybody post it. It's on archive.org. I'm not going to bother reposting it on my channel. I'm just going to let this guy get the views. He's been there long enough. Now, I watch this a couple of times a year for the past decade. Every time I watch it, I learn something new. I'm fascinated by this man's work. Now, he's basically, well, I'll just read it. He's an engineer. In 1989, engineer and scientist Maurice Cottrell found a way of calculating the duration of long-term magnetic reversals of the sun. That's what he does. He studies the sun and magnetism. He's an engineer. But what he discovered about the magnetism of the sun blew his mind, because it all pointed to one thing. Using this knowledge, he was able to break the codes of the ancient sun-worshipping civilizations. First, the Mayas of Central America, those of Tutankhamun of Egypt and Viracocha of South America, before cracking the codes of the terracotta warriors of China. And they're all telling the same thing. They all point to the same thing, a celestial event. And that event is the reversal of Venus. Venus is the only planet in our solar system that's connected to the chakras that spins clockwise instead of counterclockwise. The only one. And in Viracocha, Lord Pakal, Chalam Balam, all of Central and South America tell this story. and they calculate the suns and the heavens as to when this happens and when it will happen again. But we have been in 3,000 years of Venus, our heart chakra, not in retrograde, but actually spinning backwards. And it's all due to the effects of the magnetism of the sun. So I'm going to leave the link for this playlist right here. I'd like to say I want to threaten you all to come watch it. But I'm just going to suggest that you come watch this. But this is the most fascinating video I've ever seen. This man is brilliant beyond description. I love his work. I wish I could get my hands on more of his work that were in video format. He does have books available, but this is just, he tells you in the beginning that to explain what he's doing will take 16 hours, but he has less to do it in less than 2 hours. So it's really chopped down. Now, I've been through some of his books, so I've seen the greater of the work. But this is all about everything that the Mayas did was to calculate when Venus was going to turn back around and go the other way. And that's the celestial event that marks what we are told is the Mayan calendar. It's actually Aztec, never was Mayan. I've got Kelly telling me I need to talk to her first. I think she's starting to figure out how the barking in my ear really just makes me jump out of my skin. This time she gave me a little roo under her breath. How sweet. I love her to death. I love her to life and death and back again. All right, I forget where I'm at all the time. Maurice Cottrell, you've got to watch this. It's so fascinating. You're going to learn about seeing with the left eye and the right eye, about seeing through stuff, how things are encoded. And you'll really, once he gets deep into this material, you're going to realize how stupid we really are and how uneducated and how programmed the world is today. And that how much smarter these people were that lived a long time ago than what we are now. We have technology and calculators and computers, and they just did it all with their minds. But we have been living in 3,000 years of Venus spinning the wrong way. And that sure does explain a lot to me about what's wrong with the heart of man these days. Nobody seems to have any empathy or seems to have any heart whatsoever. Copper bloodlines tend to be your empaths, and those that have the big hearts tend to be on that copper bloodline. It's the iron bloodline and everything's spinning backwards. People with black hearts instead of red hearts, right? Lots and lots of them out there. But this helps explain all of that and what it means to be in this dark age and what it means to be in the next age is all a matter of what the sun does that causes Venus to change its polarity and start spinning the other way. So the event that we're going to witness is going to be an event of the sun. And then it's going to change frequencies and Venus is going to start spinning the other way. Now, I've had the vision, a dream vision. I call it a dream vision when they repeat themselves, but do not change. And I've had several dreams in my life that they repeat themselves in exact order. It's always the same. Nothing ever changes. And I keep having this one dream about the sun and solar flares. But I see it burning up Mercury. People use the word scorched earth. I saw scorched Mercury. For whatever that matters, that's what I saw. And it very well, when a solar flare could hit Mercury, or Venus for that matter, and quickly cause them to stop dead in their tracks and turn around and start spinning the other way. Does that mean they go backwards in the solar system? No, that's retrograde. I'm just talking about spinning on its axis. That every one of us for the past 3,000 years has been born with a heart that spins the opposite way. Alright, that's my take on it all. And this will give you something to do. It's a couple of hours long. It's cut up into segments of about 10 minutes, and there are 19 of them. So watch this. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. I guarantee you're going to enjoy it so much you'll watch it more than one time like I have. And you'll learn something every time you watch it. And this will give you something to do and a much better perspective until I can get another video posted anyway. Alright people, this is some homework for you.